Welcome back to Timberborn and our experimental version 1 playthrough, where we get in there. It's slow, but things are improving. I'm going to try something with this. I don't really know how that's going to work at the moment. I'm still not sure about what's going to happen here. Now, I assume that we may get a bad tide in this one. Sorry. Never start a video beforehand having a cup of tea and then hiccups in while you slurp it, before you slurp it. Sorry about that. Like I said, I might move these in here or I might use this. It's quite a big area, and it's not really going to be used for much as I can think of. Which then, I mean, the trouble is you've only got one industrial here, so it's like, well, we're going to need something else. We're going to need this bad water for... Or this one. Is this moving very fast? Not really. It's going that way. This would be the one to have, I think. It's very difficult. It's not an easy map, this, I've noticed, in a sense of, like, where things are. I mean, obviously we've got this water, but that's about it. I've got a couple of hundred. I've got a couple of hundred logs. That might, even though I've got to get this down here and do a path here. I'll grab that, demolish that. Then give me the 200. That's always good. Then we'll. I'm not too sure how much of this is I'm going to get, but probably not a lot. But it will be what it'll be. Now I've got this going like nobody's business. Well, saying nobody's business. What am I actually wanting to achieve here? Is that's always the question with this. Obviously, this is going from last time. You can tell because there's no digging around. So when these get pulled, then that's going to be the it. This is mainly out, so plant crops with a sunflower. And that will... I've only got this one. Oh, well, I suppose I got that one there. That one there. That'll do. It should be enough so far. Got quite a bit of carrots, so I'm nearly full with carrots. Hence, I couldn't pull enough. That was the problem. I said this was going to be chestnuts and maple, didn't I? I think that was the plan. I'm still a bit worried about that. Is that 80%? I think it's 80%. I don't think it needs to be any more than that. But we'll see. If I've done it wrong, then I've done it wrong. That's obviously still going. What do I need for better housing? 250. Oh, I've got this. I've got the relic now. That's pretty good. And I think we're gonna have to have some. Let me. Like, what do I want? What am I trying to actually do? I'll use the 250 for this, like I said. So we'll. Yes, we'll fluid dump. How much fluid dump? No, we can't put one on there, but we can certainly put one on there. I don't know how many I need, so I'm just winging it as usual. Well, as usual for this at the moment. Like I said, this might be a bad idea, but unless you try sometimes these things, you don't actually know. That shouldn't be there. We will go to this corner, because that sort of makes sense. And like I said, I'm going to fill this out. And we're going to go from there. This is already in, so how many lanes have I got? 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Obviously, they are not as large, so that would be like 1, 2, 3. So if I took this as maple and this as chestnut, is that going to be enough? Well, we'll see. Let's just plant the trees. And, well, I don't think so. Well, I suppose I've got that one as well. And there's this one, so... Yeah. Maples is obviously for maple pastry, so... But I think I might go chestnut, actually. I think I might do to this line here. But these will take a while to... They're going to take a while to produce it anyway. I'm not got enough. I think this is better. This looks... they've updated it recently. I think that's better. Definitely need more water. That's for certain. Drought is kicking in soon, but that should be a problem. Yeah, you're not doing this. Come on, guys. I need you to get on with things. Have I got full logs? I don't know why I've got a log up here, but it's never actually... It's never doing anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem as if that's logs is even counted in the logs that we can use, and I don't know why. I don't want to put them there because I'm thinking of moving that up there. I'll put that down to, I suppose there's another one. I'll just put that down to there. Oh, my selecting today is going really well. I've got a cutter, but I haven't got anything to actually cut them down, which would be a good start. I can't actually get that in there because that's the tree that's... Oh. I'll do this. There should be... Yeah, they can get that. Right. Just get this going. Get me going, will you? Plant everything else. Plant crops, sunflower. There. There and there. And then we want maple in this section, so I'll maple this up, and then once obviously it just gives them this one to do, which otherwise we're not doing anything with it. Now obviously I probably could pause these, to be honest, because they're not actually getting cut down that much. It's the stupid log. I just don't understand why the logs is there's logs there, they're not getting them. Oh, did I do the condensing? Yes, I did do it. That's fine. Maybe I should get... Haulers would be a good idea to solve some of this problem. But where do I want the haulers to be? They're going to be out of the way. The good thing is if I put it here, because I can't really get much else in there, and then that will be semi-solved. Right. Let's fully decide where we want this to be. I'll send it under there. That gives me the more room and it's also out of the way. This might as well go. Because it's not actually, this doesn't seem to be doing anything of importance anyway. It doesn't seem to be actually like they're not cutting down and putting them in there, which is, I don't even know what they're doing because they're not doing what I want them to do. Why aren't you doing what I want you to do? That's quite frustrating. But anyway, I'm sure it'll get solved when the thing decides to sort itself out. See, that's fine. That's actually filling up. That's what it's supposed to do. We don't have that much more, but it'll take that down and then I can use obviously that. And then once I've got this, I'll take this up and then fill this in with the thing. And then we've got a little bit of a place that we can put dump some water. But I'm going to need some water butts to actually... good few of them on each one will do. That'll do. You can pause. I know it's probably the stupid way of doing it, but it's just a way that I'd like to try all sorts. And that's maple. That's maple. No, that's not maple. That's chestnut. What did I just put in there? Maybe I didn't put anything in there. Maybe that was fine. That's fine. No, that's... And that's actually chestnut there. These two rows are chestnut, and the rest of it is maple. This is maple, this is maple. So that's it. Get on with that. Thank you very much. Storage. I'm going to put the storage here because the reason why is when I use this, actually that needs to be over, doesn't it? I've done a doozy. That's this too. I mean, this is the path. Like so, there's that there, and these should be in here. I'll get there at the end. I'm having one of these. I'm having an all day people mint. I could have, in fact, what I could have done, which is terrible, which I should have done, which the new system allows me to do it. Now, I think you get so used to doing it a certain way, and then duplicate that, and this should all, there we go, you see. There we go. And then I'll just empty that. And then they should be able to take this from here. They need planks as well. So... suppose I could put a couple of planks down here. I have got them, but still. It might not be going because there's... Oh, no, there is. Fine. I thought there was going there because there was no room for planks, which would have been a problem. This is almost done. We are... I mean, obviously, we're not even getting this in yet, so... this needs to be turned off. So I've got the 2. Well, I've got the 3. But I'm going to need some more... It's going to be beavers time. I'm still going to need some more storage as well. We've got an absolute ton of grilled here. So let's just put this as grilled and we'll heed the consequences of our actions, or my actions, anyway. Let's have group. It's not bad. It's working. Everything seems to be working as I sort of intended it to be. Right then. Did I or did I not? I did. But I didn't put a place. I didn't actually put a place I wanted this scrap to be, did I? No, I did not. Because what my plan was, and I've got 500 here, which so we might. I mean, it's free, isn't it? I've got this. I need this as 300. I've only got 12 gears, so I need to put the gears on. So that'll work. They just don't seem to be cutting this down at all. It feels as if there's absolutely zero room for any sort of logs or whatever, even though there is not. There's lots of logs. They can. It's probably to do with the amount that they have to haul around. That's why I want haulers. That's still in. Well, it's not in progress. So pause that. How are we doing? Just a few left. A few is a few is a few. Then that water will just keep piling itself into there. Also, I can use it for other things as well. I just don't understand why they can't get to that. So why can't you fill that up? You know? There should be... Yeah, they're here. If they've got nothing else, they're going to be done. Sort of 5 left to go, and that's it. I've got the builders in. I was thinking, well, why is he not doing it now? Why is he not? That's a maple. That's it. That's a maple. It's best to get this going because they do take. I mean, look, it's 28 days to do, which is slightly less than the oak. And then I've got to wait another 12 days on top of that to actually get the maple syrup. Then I've got to do this another 8 days on that. So chestnuts is done by the gathering flag, I think. I think I could get that there. But I'm going to turn it off. There we go, chestnut, you see. So I think you could get that. I'll pause that. I thought it was done with the gathering flag. It's a bit weird, really, but it sort of semi-makes sense. This is all going to be ready before I've even got anywhere. Even though I've got this to cut down and it's just not doing anything. I suppose I've got no more. Yeah, I've got really no place to. I've got really no place to put it either. I'm gonna put a storage down for. That's the This is the underground one. I'll just dump it there because I don't want to dump it too close, and I want scrap metal. That'll encourage them to start pouring this out and getting rid of all this. So I'll have a load of scrap metal before I even need it. I will also do the other one next to it, which is for the metal itself, because we're going to need other things. That's just the way it goes. This isn't even building. Oh, that's done, that's done. Oh, that's it now, so I can get rid of this. That's all the logs from this thing that I'm actually used. So that's good. Sunflowers can go into there. Sunflowers get eaten straight away, so in a sense that really should not be surprised that they don't have any, you know. But there's no storage for sunflower anyway, because I didn't keep any. That might be the reason why they're not putting this down, because there's no storage. It's a possibility. Which I'm going to... I assume this is sunflower. Yep, and I'm going to duplicate that. Put that there. So that can be built. That's enough to start taking all this down, and then that way we're not running out of space for a sunflower. Not worry too much. I want this in. I also now want this out, and then coming back. And then I can get this out, and then we can get some water up here. Oh, I'll just put some water up here before we even start to get any beavers in. But obviously I'll have to start this process off in a minute. I'm sort of taking that as centre, but I don't really know if it is centre or it's not centre. It doesn't really fully matter at this precise moment, but I feel as if we're on a go slow, but I don't know why. I've got almost full water anyway. Now, obviously we're on day 3, cycle 3. Again, the problem being is it could be close. Now I know all these logs are getting used for this. Then obviously we're going to use them for this, and then we're going to fill the water up with that, because that makes sense. Because I'm going to have all these filled up before I even get anywhere near opening the taps on this, and I have no idea why they're not picking that, because it should be. Do as you are told. The immediate problem is I can't get these cut down. I have nowhere to store them, and they, for whatever reason, do not want to be able to do what I want you to do. We're not producing enough. Look at all this. It's ridiculous. I've got no one employed anyway, so that's not a problem. And I've got no free beds, no one employed anyway, so housing. I'm gonna go for this, and I'm gonna start planning out something here. And see what I can come up with that might look quite nice and obviously usable to a degree anyway. That obviously can't. Well, I can get another one down there, but let's not worry about that. The issue here is obviously they're one level. So it means two things. I either go them around with a path, and then the trouble is you can't do that either. So you'd have to have someone like this, which is absolutely flipping awful. Or the other issue is obviously you can't really. I don't even think there's another way around that, to be honest. I'm trying to think of a way. Is there a way around that without having to do that? Well, the is you just. I mean, I know you did do it a different way, but. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't particularly like that at all. I just don't like it. Don't like it, Jim. There would be a way to just put the stairs in and like this, and then we could have the path around, which again isn't the worst in the world. And I want to just pause them because they don't want us. They don't want it, otherwise we'll get an absolute best of things getting built. There's this, which isn't too bad, because what then I could do is build a campfire, which I can duplicate. This duplicate is quite cool. Like something like that. And pause that. So they've got a campfire, and I can get some little water, but unfortunately because they cross each other, I can't put them in there. But if we do some, let's say, decorations, and we come in with a shrub in the corner, it's not too bad. It's not too shabby. I could also put some sort of. They can't get to the next level, unfortunately, so there's no way that I can get a roof. Bearing in mind that I'm in vanilla, so I don't have the ladders. That's the problem. If I'd have had the ladders, this would have been slightly easier. But as we say, it is what it is. Oh, come on and pick this up. Right, cycle number 4. Yes, we're on my cycle number 4. So we may start to now think about. Now I'll put this on there, and I'll put these down to. I'm going to put that. Why is this not? Oh, I suppose it wouldn't be doing. I'm not overly liking this, if you like. So, I'm sure there's a couple of other ways that I could have figured that one out. That's the chestnut. Apparently they're oaks for some unknown reason. Oh well. Well, they're not flipping anymore because I'm going to get rid of them. I don't know how I managed that. Remember, this is the maple. That's the chestnut. No, that's the maple. The maple here. So as they're going to take this out, these are all going to be. I know it's taking up room, but as these take so long to do, and obviously I've got that. The maple is the maple syrup, which is what needs the tapper shack, which obviously I did not leave any room for, which was a bit silly. Worst comes to worst, I'll dump it on there if I forget. I was going to put it in here, but I don't want to. I don't want to do for the chestnuts, because we could do with chestnuts, and they do like them, and they'll eat them. Right, this is working. I'll not bother with taking the ladder on because I don't think it needs it. But certainly when I get all this running, I've got 300 logs. I just don't understand why I'm not getting flipping logs. Right. What did I say I needed? I think it was a smelter, wasn't it? Smelter. Why at forward there? Do this. I got tons of logs. I got tons of everything. Get on with it, you baby asses. Oh, I need this running as well. So let's get that up and running. That's another thing that could be up and running. I suppose the trouble is, if you turn everything on, then you end up having nothing on. Metal. Where's the metal? Who moved the metal? We'll do that. Do we do it on the outside? Yes. Flip. Yes. Obviously, this takes gears and it takes scrap metal. So we get that in. Let's just move this down to that. That's down to there. Again, because I've done it on the outside, I can put something else here, and obviously I can have something coming over there. You can have them next to each other as well, but let's not worry about that. I'll just do this. And I do that. In fact, that might cause... In fact, this is going to cause an issue, isn't it? This cannot be this way. On the grounds that... If I put something... It doesn't matter what I'm going to put, but at the moment, I'll just grab that. If I put this... Come on. This there. And then I put this... I have to put them like this. One sort of over and one unover. I suppose I could do that though. That wouldn't be too... There. And then that one there, would it? Yeah, this one has to hang over and one has to not hang over. So maybe it's not too bad. I probably don't need the 2 smelters anyway. So I'm going to pause. Well, I'll pause both of them actually. This needs to be done first. It's deciding what you want to actually get. How you want something to do when you're not too sure about how the actual best thing for this to work is. We are getting all sorts of things to work. I'm gonna put this up and this just to hold some, and then I'm gonna do a few more storage. Come on. I hate that when it just like deselects it, but you haven't actually deselected it. It's just decided, no. So I'm putting these here. This might change. It's just to get all this going. Because I think they're not really taking it that far, and that way that can be in there. Then I can, obviously I've got quite a bit of, I can empty this out, and it will empty into here, just to get them full. What do I need for this? 35. That's quite a lot of logs. I've got the flipping logs. I just can't seem to get them out of the flipping ground. That's so flipping annoying. Put the flipping logs, you. Yep. Beavers. And I'm going to go for logs. This way, they'll throw them straight into there, and then I'll have no douche problem. Douchebag. You douchebag. I can't get one in there. Right, this is almost full. This and this. Once these are full, I'll start to... I'm not even sure whether I've got enough... I don't think I've got enough beavers. So what I'm going to do with this back... Now I've decided that it's going to be this. I'm going to... get some more of these. 100's fine. Get this built. Because I can't seem to... I don't even know where all that went. I can't seem to get enough of everything. Right, this is working. This is obviously metal. Metal. Thank you very much. Right, this is obviously our free... I said I was going to do this one first, didn't I? How many's in there? 10. I should... well, we got enough. Get on. Get that done. I'll get this. Got the gears. And I've got the things to do it. So I might as well get on with it. That will give me access to a lot more. It'll certainly give me the access to... Well, I can get the medium anyway. It's only 120, so... I don't particularly want these to be stored here either. All this will get done when it gets done. That's for planks, so we can empty that out. That's for planks, so that can be emptied out, and I can put these another only just there. But it's a clean-up operation that this is going to happen. Ah, there we go. So we got some beavers in. I've got one free bed and a drain. Oh, this is all in. Right, let's get this going. In fact, how many can I have in there? I think there's 9 actually. But we'll start to move this. Yeah, never mind. I should have. I wasn't really thinking at the time what I was going to do, because I want something that looks quite nice, and this'll heighten the aesthetics, sort of. Now, there's no the only reason we can't build the things at the back, which looks absolutely terrible, but it could be done. Because I'm gonna need something. Let's look at the. Like I said, let's have a look at. That's only going to cost 12. The hammock thing don't like. The lantern. It looks okay. But I think the shrub's better. That's... oh, why? Why can't you get in there? Village isn't connected to a district. What do you mean it's not connected to a district? Oh, it's not connected to a district. Shh. Never mind. I'm shushing myself. I'm thinking, what the? That's 6. We'll empty this. That might be full now. That is almost full. I'm going to put these 2 on and let them get absolutely filled it up, and then obviously I'm going to empty this and get all this back. We don't need this now. I've decided where it was going to be. I was going to put it up there, but I don't like it up there, and I don't really know what this area could be used for. I need more planks, and I haven't got the planks. They're not, well, I don't even know where they go. So that's done. That's done. It's always in the whoops. In the early, they always in the early game that you fiddle with everything and try and get what you were trying to achieve. I need more water than I need these 2 full to fill this, and then this will start to irrigate. Actually, we were actually going to put the trees up there, wasn't I? I was going to put the wheat down here. That was a stupid play. So what I'll do, I'll not fill anything out. This, I'm going to go plant crops clear. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm just not going to plant anymore. But what am I going to do? I might as well cut these flipping things down now. Oh, what a calamity. What a no wonder they're not doing anything. Because they're not got nothing in. It's a calamity. 15 free beds. Pause that. I can see the free beds total up at the top here. That's it. Right. Delete all this. Delete. I'll do that. Hello. Delete. They can pick all this up when they're ready. I'll do that so it gives me more water, because then it'll fill these up, because they're not really getting filled up that fast. Yeah, that was a calamity. I completely forgot. That's the trouble is once you go you spend so many days doing another playthrough, you forget actually what you're supposed to be doing. Which is slightly embarrassing for yourself. Never mind anyone else. Good, and almost good. I'm not saying I like it, but it's not too bad. I mean, you could put them the other way around. These. So they're on the outside. And then they think, but how the hell are they going to get to it? So, and it'd be best for them to go past shrubs and the other things, because then they're going to get... we can also put some water in these... in certain corners, so they can get a drink without having to come and get, because obviously they have to come to the barrels because there's no sort of other option. I've got 9 free beds. That's probably because of all this. I'm now going to get rid of this, and this. And this, and well, I'm going to get everybody. I'm going to get rid of all of that as well. I think some of them have no place to stay. So I'm going to put this on. I'll move these because I need the planks to do this. And then we need this, so that's fine. I'll put this on high because I want to get this in and get the other in. It's coming together. It's definitely coming together now. And obviously that area is a lot better, and it's going to increase. It's going to look better on here as well because we can do some nice things in there. We should be getting our first thing soon. Hauliers I haven't got. I haven't got the thing. I've got 1600 in food, which isn't too bad. That needs to be done. Let's empty that. So we can get these full. Like this, this, this. Then they'll take from that. I could have actually put 2 gears up here and 2 of these down here. Yeesh. Never mind. Continuity would have been nice, but we know what it's like. They're only logs, so they must have picked all the rest of the logs up. I don't need these anymore, so I'll get... The trouble is, it'll cost me 12, but I get 9, but that's okay. Bad water source is coming on. That's fine. It's nowhere near me at this precise moment. And this is the wrong way around. That implies that that was down there somewhere. I'm going to need bad water and everything else to be able to do what I need to do anyway. This might as well... this is never going to get cut, is it? I'll tell you what I'll do. Once I've got it, once I've got this, I'll build the stuff here. But once I've got this going, I'll get rid of this and then put the wheat in there. That's, you know, it's not ideal, but what the hell? This is the only thing I can think of doing at this precise moment. Now, I assume that down there is actually on 0. Yes. So this is the lowest of the map that it can be anyway. So I couldn't blow down anymore to get another one if I wanted to big, you know, if I wanted to decrease the size of, you know, make it deeper, I should say. But I want to do some sort of cattails and things in here because it's not getting used. So that's another thing, and that would be another food that we could have. Planks are going well. Gears are full. Full and full. Since I can't do much with this here, can I do a line there? Yeah, I could get some gears up here. Which would be better. Oh, I like that. Doing that is brilliant because that means it's just really nice and quite tidy. Copy that. I know there's quite a few, but I'm not worried too much about that. No, we're running out of planks. The planks are being run out. I would be interested in getting another one of them though, and then obviously I'll get rid of this one because that's just driving me nuts. Because I can put the gears in there and I put the planks in. At least it would look better. Right, we've got the this is supposed to be for the metal. Now, what's he missing? He's missing a thing to do. He's got gonna have logs. He's gonna have that. He's gonna have metal. So he should actually be able to do his thing, and he's going to dump the metal there. So that's pretty good. It feels as if it's been a bit of a slow ebb, this one. I don't know why. But, everything now is getting there. But can I... No, I don't have the beavers to actually run this, which is a bit of a problem. So this is where this is all going to come in. I'll start to add... I'm going to have to be careful though, but I still want a lot more. This is all going. The problem being is now I'm not going to have any form of... I don't know what I can use this for. I know we got a structure, but it's not going to go forever and a day, is it? But we'll see how we can perform. I've got no free beds, as we can see. I've got vacancies, but I've got no free beds, and that's why I can't get any beavers in the... Because we reduced to be our beaver count. Probably because a lot of them... See, there you go, died there. So yeah, there is a problem there. But I think I might... I'll close that. So we've got the water up here, but I've got nobody to run my idea here. This should work, he says. I mean, this is ridiculous. I just don't have any place to actually be able to get all this working. So I'm not prioritizing it with the thing. This is supposed to be empty, but I don't think they can empty it anymore. But it should be. What would... no, I didn't think of that. I just thought of it now. What would be really great here is to... We need to get the zip lines going. That would be awesome. Because we could zip line to here. Then we could zip line to... Have some sort of zip line into there. I'm going to have to sort of move this out of the way. You know, and then, yeah, zip line all over. And then there wouldn't be actually... Everything would be so much faster. Because I wouldn't have to walk so far. Which would be nice. I'm going to get this going. And then I'm going to pause that one. Right. Beavers are afoot. Well, beavers are not afoot. So I think we'll get this to an end. I'm going to just... sorry, I'm just going to put a couple of pieces of... Do I want... Continuity purposes, which do I want? Do I want it there? And then do I want it there? And then we'll obviously have some shrubs, so we can have... We could have a... actually, we could have a contemplation for here. Where are we? Well-being. Where's that? That's shower no good. Contemplation 100. That's fine. So we could have a couple of them. Obviously, I'm going to build that as well. And I'm going to get rid of this. So it's a bit tidier. I'm not overly happy. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with the roof. That system might have to be turned instead of coming in here. Because the problem is normally you would put something around here to be able to be done. And you can't really do it. Never mind. Never mind. It will be what it will be. Right, well, we should leave it here. We are... It's slowly getting there. But I'm not too sure whether this is going to work or whatever. But we need more beavers. And I am getting more. And we've got some born. to try and get this up so I can actually try this idea. And the idea would be then to put, like I said, some of the trees, because they will last longer if this runs out. And then this can have wheat, and then I'll start using this area. Well, I'm saying that, but if I'm going to have the cattails and then the other, I don't want to use this too much. So there's still a huge amount to think about. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe, and liking from my small channel is so important. So if you do like it and you certainly want more, well, we could have more anyway, but you know, please do. It's so appreciated, and we will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.